Hi, I'm Al Bartle, and welcome to another fun TOEIC English Listening Practice, Part 6. Listen to the following passage, take notes, and be prepared to answer questions at the end. Well, a week has passed, and Jim Evans has been busy writing the subroutine to enable the robot to make a few mistakes about food questions on purpose. If the user tries to teach the robot an incorrect answer to the question, the robot disagrees and then gives the correct answer. The beauty of this subroutine is that it makes the robot seem more like a real thinking person. Jim has been working until early in the morning on some nights. He believes that the subroutine is ready to show to Tom, so he sends Tom an email saying he wants to demonstrate the robot again. Tom replies that he has 3 p.m. open and can watch the demonstration at that time. Jim is elated to have a chance to show off his work. During lunch, Jim and Tom talked about the project and their home lives. Tom said, "This project has been very hard on my home life. My wife was threatening to divorce me if I didn't start coming home earlier sometimes. I'm glad that we're making good progress now. Thanks for the hard work you're doing." Jim said, "Don't mention it. I'm having a blast. This project has a lot of potential and gives me an opportunity to show off my programming skills. I love working with C++ language." Tom said, "That's great to hear, Jim. But is everything okay for you at home?" Jim said, Luckily my wife is just as busy as I am with her marketing job. She travels almost every week, and when we do get together on the weekend, we get along fine and really enjoy each other's company. We go to garage sales, to the beach, and hiking in the mountains about once a month." Tom said, "Maybe I can learn something from you and your wife. My wife Jane used to love hiking too. I think I'll propose a day trip this weekend to the mountains." "A little time outdoors together can do wonders, my friend," said Jim. Tom said, "I'll give it a try and let you know the results." That afternoon, at 3 p.m., Jim showed off the subroutine. He asked the robot what kind of wine goes best with beef. The robot replied, "White wine, such as Chardonnay, goes best." Jim said, "No, that's wrong. A nice rosé wine is the best with beef." The robot said, "No, I was wrong about the white wine, but you are wrong about the rosé too. Beef goes best with a full-bodied red wine, such as Merlot or Cabernet." Jim said, "You're right. A red wine does go best." The robot said, "Of course I'm right. You should know since you wrote my program." At this point, Tom interrupted and said, "The program was amazing, but the part where the robot mentioned that Jim should know since he was the programmer was going a little too far." Jim said, "Oh, that was just for fun, Tom. The robot would never answer that way to a user. I made a subroutine especially for use when I identify myself as Jim and the robot recognizes my voice." Tom said, "That is amazing, Jim. Great work." Tom asked Jim how the subroutine for facial expressions and hand gestures was coming along. Jim said, "That is coming along well and should be ready to demonstrate in about 3 weeks. They were now only 7 weeks into the project, and Tom was beginning to feel a lot better about the progress. Okay, questions. Answer follows after a pause. Number 1. How much time has passed since the first demonstration? A week has passed. Number 2. How late has Jim been working on some days? He's been working until early in the morning on some days. Number 3. What is the beauty about this subroutine? It makes the robot seem like a real, thinking person. Number 4. How does Jim let Tom know that he's ready to demonstrate the subroutine? He sends him an email. Number 5. What time does Tom say that he has open for the demonstration? He says that he has 3 p.m. open. Number 6. Who does Jim eat lunch with that day? He eats lunch with Tom. Number 7. What do they talk about? They talk about the project and their home lives. Number 8. How does Jim feel about the project? He's having a blast. Number 9. What computer programming language is Jim using to write the program? He's using C++. Number 10. What kind of job does Jim's wife have? She has a marketing job. Number 11. What do Jim and his wife do on weekends? They go to garage sales, to the beach, and hiking in the mountains once a month. Number 12. What will Tom propose to do with his wife this weekend? He'll propose to go hiking in the mountains. Number 13. What question did Jim ask the robot first during the demonstration in the afternoon? He asked what kind of wine went with beef. Number 14. What kind of wine did the robot recommend? It recommended a white wine such as Chardonnay. Number 15. What kind of wine did Jim try to teach the robot went best with beef? He tried to teach the robot that rosé went best with beef. Number 16. What kind of wine did the robot then say was best? The robot said that a full-bodied wine such as Merlot or Cabernet went best with beef. Number 17. Was Tom amazed with the way that the subroutine worked? Yes, he was amazed, but he thought it went a little too far. Number 18. What other subroutine did Tom ask Jim about? He asked about the subroutine for facial expressions and gestures. Number 19. How many more weeks were needed to finish the subroutine according to Jim? Three more weeks were needed. Number 20. How many weeks had been spent on the project so far? Seven weeks had been spent so far. Okay, how did you do? Well, listen again and again and keep trying. And I'll see you next time for more fun TOEIC English listening practice. Okay, until next time, bye.